brotherly love and hugging on love your brother. Don't lie to him. Don't steal from your sister. Don't kill your brother. Ain't no look on the news. Very few of our Israelites love each other. They love to commit violence. Why? Because the preachers that stand in this spot on Sunday, they have taken the law off the table. You ain't got to do the law no more. They've been done away with. That's why these brothers and sisters out here killing each other, because they don't fear God and they don't understand the law, because preachers not teaching it. Go ahead.
If the world hates you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you.
This is the characteristics of the blessing. When you protect it, they're going to hate you. Get used to it. That's the fight. But people can't stand with a person. Hey, they trying to make sure they get them right so they can talk to them, smooth it over and all this and that. If you say the word of God, they going to hate you, man. They going to hate you, woman. Go ahead.
If ye were of the world would love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hated you.
Don't they hate you when you tell them that the Sabbath ain't Sunday? Don't they hate you to tell them to put that pork chop down? Don't they hate you when you tell them that you going to hell if you don't stop celebrating Christmas, Easter, Thanksgiving, all that stuff? They hate you. This is what people do. They hate you because you tell them the truth. It's a part of it. This is what you got to get ready for. This is the world is a battle zone. 23rd Psalm said, yea, do I walk through the valley of shadows of death, I will fear no evil. What do you think that shadow of death is? Right here. When you start telling them the word of God, they're going to hate you. You battle. Now you battle and see, man, don't nobody want to hang around me. Man, don't nobody want to talk to me. Then when you know you in the thick of things, you about to knock them out. But you can't knock them out yet because the first resurrection ain't hit. This is a marathon. This ain't no sprint now. Pick and choose your fights. Some people ain't worth fighting. Let them ride. Go ahead.
Remember the word that I said unto you.
What did he say? Remember, right?
Remember.
Most of us right now, when we get out the Bible study, Satan's going to come and steal the word out your brain. I'm going to show it to you. Go ahead.
Remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you.
Yes, sir.
If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also.
So Jesus said, you ain't no greater than me. You think they didn't nail Jesus to the cross? They executed him, killed him, crucified him. You think they're going to happen to some of us? It is. This is what Jesus wants us to understand. Get ready for the fight. This is the fight. If you ain't ready for this fight, your preacher is got you sleeping in them pews or them chairs. He ain't preparing you. You fat and try to work out, and you fat and try to fight somebody. You can't be fat. You got to be in shape. How you get in shape? I'm using a metaphor here. You fat when you don't learn these scriptures in the mind. Because when the word comes at you, they knock you out. One blow. Talk about your mom. One blow, you gone. Now you want to fight. Talk about your kid. One blow, you gone. You don't talk about my daughter like that, or my son. What? As long as they don't touch it, we all right, we good. As long as you don't touch it. Well, this is what it is. You got to protect that blessing. If you don't protect it, they will take it away from you.
Yes.
Let's go, you finished with that?
Yes, sir.
Let's go to Luke chapter 12. Let's see a good example of protecting the wrong blessing. Luke chapter 12. Show you a good example of protecting the wrong stuff. Verse 16, Luke chapter 12 and verse 16. See, the preacher got to educate you on this, so you won't go out there in the world and be looking at stuff all crazy like, I wonder if they for me, I wonder if they not. I know they ain't for me. They respect me, but I know they ain't for me. Get used to it. Let me show you the wrong thing to protect. Verse 16, go ahead.
And he spake a parable unto them, saying, the ground of a certain rich man brought forth plentifully.
Yes, sir. That means that whatever his skill is, whatever his talent is, he brought a lot of money, whatever possession, whatever it is. Brought a lot, like Bill Gates, Donald Trump. Brought a lot. Go ahead.
And he thought within himself, saying, what shall I do? Because I have no room where to bestow my fruits.
He said, I got a lot of stuff. I ain't got no more room. This is what he said he gonna do. Go ahead.
And he said, this will I do. I will pull down my barns and build greater.
Yes, sir.
And there will I bestow all my fruits and my goods.
It trips me out. You got all these millionaires, they got these big old 30, 40 room houses with all this junk in there. Ain't but two of y'all in the house on 10 acres. Another person be living in the same house with you, you won't even know it. This is what he's saying. You got all them goods, and he tore down the barns or tore down the house. I want a bigger house. Because I got so much stuff. Protecting the wrong thing. Got security, ADT around there. Protecting the wrong thing. Go ahead. 19.
And I will say to my soul, soul.
He talking to himself. That's his body, soul. They ain't talking about no spirit. You know, some folks sit down and talk to themselves.
Yes.
Yeah. He responded to himself. Go ahead.
Thou hast much goods laid up for many years.
Yes, sir.
Take thine ease, eat, drink, and be merry. But God said unto him, thy fool, this night thy soul shall be required of thee.
God said, you fool. You spent all that time tearing down the barns, getting all that money, getting all the clothes, getting all that cars, getting all that stuff, and I'm gonna kill you tonight, boy. You're a dead man. You ain't even protecting what you're supposed to be protecting, which is the knowledge of God. Now you're gonna appear before him without the blood. Ain't none of us righteous enough to say, well, I don't need the blood. That's why we take Passover. We understand why. We got to make sure we give God some reason to save us because we taking that bread and wine.
Come on.
You show up to God with Christmas dinner on your list. Christmas gift, Easter, birthday, all that stuff that ain't even written in the book. Do your own personal research on all this stuff. But God said, thou fool, thy soul is required of you this night. Go ahead.
Then whose shall those things be which thou hast provided?
You don't sit up there and work all your life, accumulated all this stuff. Now you die. Ain't that stupid? You die. You ain't got no knowledge of God. I'm trying to be a God. Tell everybody, I'm trying to be a God. If that makes you feel funny, you don't understand the scriptures. You're supposed to be trying to be a God. We gonna be a God and we make it in the resurrection the first. That's what people gotta understand. Go ahead.
So is he that layeth up treasure for himself and is not rich toward God. And he said unto his disciples, therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life, what ye shall eat, neither for the body, what ye shall put on.
You can't tell that people today now, I'm gonna be fly, I'm gonna eat me a good meal now. I work too hard for that. God said, don't even take note of that. What you need to take note is this word, which is where the blessing is. You ain't got to worry about that. Don't worry about eating no meal, because the blessing on me. He going to prepare food for me. He going to prepare a table right in front of my ears. I'm going to be eating. That what the scripture said?
Yes, sir.
What, that 23rd Psalm?
23rd Psalm.
Yes, sir.
Amen.
But when you don't know the scripture, like, oh, he's arrogant. No, you just stupid if you thinking that way. You don't understand the scripture. He said, come what? Boldly before the throne of God. When you come boldly, that means you know he got to come through. I'm bragging on him, not me. Go ahead.
23. The life is more than meat, and the body is more than raiment.
That's what it is. Your life is more than what you can eat, and how well you eat, and your body worth more than Louis Vuitton. Polo, Gucci, all these things we covet after. It's more than that. You're gonna be a God, man. Know how to create the sun, the moon. I'm gonna be able to know how to build a body from the dirt just like my daddy. And I'm fussing over some retirement, a house, car, and all that. How stupid can that sound? I'm passing this up. I ain't protecting my blessing. I'm worried about, oh man, I hope I have enough to retire. Forget that. He gonna protect you if you protect the blessing, which is the word of God. This is what we're doing here. We finished?
Yes, sir.
Let's go to Luke chapter 6, same book, verse 20. Let's see another example. Let's see another example of the blessing he wants us to protect and live by it. Live by it. And it's going to look different now. You're going to say, man, this ain't no blessing. Because we ain't read the book totally. We don't understand it. Luke chapter 6 and verse 20. Let me show you what the blessing look like. Go ahead, brother.
And he lifted up his eyes on his disciples and said, Blessed be ye poor, for yours is the kingdom of God.
What? The poor? It's the kingdom? If you got to go to work every day, you poor. Poor. Stop thinking of you more than what you are. I got to go to work every day. You got to go to work, you poor. Tiger Woods ain't got to go to work. Donald Trump ain't got to go to work. Obama don't got to go to work. They rich. Go ahead.
Blessed are ye that hunger now.
Oh, you hungry sometimes? You ain't got the right kind of food? These are characteristics of the poor, who the kingdom is promised to. Go ahead.
For ye shall be filled.
Yes, sir.
Blessed are ye that weep now, for ye shall laugh.
We weeping now. I'm weeping now because I'm looking on TV. I'm seeing all my brothers and sisters out there wilding like some animals, killing. All been in the news, man. We almost like the murder capital of the world. It's a murder every other week. Ain't nobody even saying nothing about it in these churches. Mainly because they do not want to teach these kids the law. Every man and woman need to take their kid and sit them down and teach them the 10 Commandments.
That's
if
right.
you have any kids, that's the foundation.
Amen.
That'll help.
Come on.
This is the characteristics of the one that carry the blessing. The blessing that he's telling us to protect. Blessed are the poor. Blessed are the one that weeping. Mourning. He said, don't worry, it's going to come a time you laugh. Go ahead.
Blessed are ye when men shall hate you.
Do they hate you? Go ahead.
And when they shall separate you from their company.
Oh, I can't get by LCD in jail. Don't start coming with this negative stuff, all that at all. Come up here just analyzing me and all this and that. They separate themselves. This is the characteristics of the blessing that you are protecting. Comes along with it. Go ahead.
And you from their company, and shall reproach you, and cast out your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake.
I know they call me evil. You ever been called the devil? I've been called the devil. I've been called evil, been called all this stuff. I understand why. Because I'm caring. Go ahead.
Rejoice ye in that day, and leap for joy.
He telling you to rejoice over that L?
Yes, sir.
Wait a minute, that sounds like a curse, don't it? That don't sound like a blessing. That sounds like a curse. But you let these Sunday church tell you that, oh man, you got to be blessed and highly favored. You got to have more than enough. Now don't get me wrong, you can't have that. But when that time comes up when you lacking, this is the reason why the blessing has a price. It has a price. Go ahead.
Rejoice ye in that day, and leap for joy, for behold, your reward is great in heaven.
Yes, sir.
For in the like manner did their fathers, unto the prophets.
That's why our forefathers went so hard. They didn't care about dying. That's why Stephen went so hard when Paul and them was up there. He told them what time he was, who he was, what tribe he was, what they were doing wrong, and they killed him. That's why John the Baptist was so hard. He told King Herod that he was committing adultery and marrying his brother's wife. And had this lady come and dance in front of him. He promised her half of the kingdom. Her mama, which is what, Jezebel? Was it Jezebel or Herod? Whatever her name is. She went and told her daughter, look, you can have all, he told you to have half the kingdom. And she said, Mama, what I do? What I gonna do? Tell me to get John the Baptist head on the charge. Kill him. These some righteous people here. This is what we got to be understanding here. When you pushing this gospel, it's this gonna come along with it. Go ahead.
24.
But these prophets knew their reward was in heaven. Meaning that when God bring the heavenly kingdom down, he gonna say, well done, my good and faithful servant. Walk in.
Hallelujah.
That's what we want. If you didn't want this, that's what the exit right there. You're in the wrong spot. You need to go out there and have fun. Live it up. Go ahead. Don't be in between with it. Just have fun. Don't need you going to hell and you in between. It's tight, but it's right here.
That's right, my brother.
Go ahead, brother.
But woe unto you that are rich, for ye have received your constellation. Woe unto you that are full, for ye shall hunger. Woe unto you that laugh now, for ye shall mourn and weep.
God giving the ones that got all this stuff that we covered after. He said, you rich and you are laughing because you see the poor man out there struggling, walking around asking for change. Now you want to laugh at him. You ain't trying to help you laugh. Or the poor lady or anybody. People do some strange stuff to people that poor, man.
Amen.
I mean, bad, horrible stuff. He said, don't worry, I got you. Go ahead.
Woe unto you when all men shall speak well of you.
This is what folk got to understand right here. When you got that blessing on you, if folks, everybody speak well of you, don't nobody say they can't say you, you ain't pushing this book hard enough. You ain't pushing it hard enough. I heard people say, yeah, he all right, but I don't like when he preached though. I don't like him when he preach. He good ball, but he cut some hair. They suffer with me because they know I can cut a good head of hair. They listen to me. I'm going to push this skill on them right here until the day I die. I'm going to keep giving it to them. As long as they want it. I ain't going to force it. That's why I use my barber chair as a ministry tool. I know why God gave this gift to me at 12 years old. I went all around the way doing everything. Then came back to the same exact thing he gave me at 12 years old. My dad was jacking my head up. I said, I ain't gonna let him jack my head up no more. I'm gonna learn how to cut me and my brother's hair. And just didn't know he trained me that day. And that was it. But the moral to the story is, a lot of times, don't get frustrated on your situation. Because through that time of learning who I was, it was a lot of bad times. But it made me stronger. It made me a stronger fighter. Don't just get down on yourself because you got to fight a little bit. Go ahead.
26. Woe unto you when all men shall speak well of you,
yes, sir.
For so did their fathers to the false prophets.
Yes, sir.
But I say unto you which hear, love your enemies, do good to them which hate you.
That don't sound right. Love my enemies? My Hebrew brother said in the street, don't love them. You hear him on the corner, our Israelite brother talking about hate the nations. You can't hate nobody. You consider a murderer if you hate somebody. You don't understand, man. This is the human race. This is what God put here for. If you oppress the other nations, God gonna hold you accountable. You cut off the salvation from them getting salvation. You, as Israel, we supposed to be the priest of the nation, teaching everybody. But you tell them because you white, you can't go to heaven. Oh, well, you can't get in the kingdom. I don't understand the Hebrews. Isaiah chapter 14 tell you that you're gonna have captives in the kingdom. Who them other nations are? They white folks. They gonna be in the kingdom. But that slavery gonna be like they did us. I'm gonna get off of that list. I'm gonna protect the blessing. Go ahead.
28. Bless them that curse you, and pray for them which despitefully use you.
So somebody cursing you, or they curse you out, or put stumbling blocks in front of you so you'll fail. He said, look, man, pray for them. Because we wrestle not against flesh and blood, meaning people. We wrestle against these wicked people, wicked spirits in high places.
That's right.
Amen.
This is what we wrestle against. Go ahead, brother.
And unto him that smiteth thee on the one cheek, offer also the other. And him that taketh away thy cloak, forbid not to take thy coat also.
Now I'm working on this, smiting me on my cheek. God working with that. You hit me, I'm gonna hit you back. I'm just being straight up right now. I ain't got that yet. He said, offer the other side. But also he's saying about the clothes. If somebody steal your coat, you know what I'm saying? Let them have it. You got enough money you can buy another coat, right?
Right.
If you can't buy it twice, you can't afford it. Go ahead.
Give to every man that asketh of thee, and of him that taketh away thy goods, ask them not again.
So you give to the one that borrows something from you. If they are like they don't pay you back, don't worry about it. The best way to keep a beggar from you, let them keep what you borrowed from. Let them keep what they borrowed from you. And they're going to say, man, I can't answer for no money because I still owe them $20. I can't answer for them because I still owe them this. You eliminate your problem. This is the characteristics of the blessing what comes along with it. Go ahead.
And as ye would that men should do to you, do ye also to them likewise.
So if you don't want to be treated wrong, don't treat somebody the way you don't want to be treated.
Amen.
If you want something to be done to you, do it to somebody else. Show them how to do it. Because they might not understand how. But you want them to do it. It don't make sense. You got to plant in them. You got to sow in them sometime. Show them what you're trying to show them. Go ahead, brother.
For if ye love them which love you, what thanks have ye? For sinners also love those that love them.
I mean, loving the ones that I love you, like you only gonna do for the ones that do for you.
That's right.
There's no sacrifice in that.
That's right. None.
You do something for somebody you know they talking behind your back. You know they carry you down. You go give them something, you go buy them something like, they be like, what are you mad with me? What going on? But this is where God tells us to act with this blessing. Act with this blessing. Do something for them. You might win them over. Go ahead.
And if ye do good to them which do good to you, what thanks have ye? For sinners also do even the same.
Well, God said, what good is that? You do good, somebody do good to you. Or you let somebody borrow some money that you don't gonna pay it back to you. That ain't no blessing of God at all. He want to see how you react when he don't give it back to you. He want to see how you react when he come to your house and steal your cologne. He want to know how you react when he come to the house wearing your shoes and you catch it somewhere. Hey, bro, what you doing? Had one of my clients up here listening. He had dude staying with him, and dude wearing his shoes. He was at a function with his girlfriend and everything, sitting on the couch, chilling, talking. He went up in the house and said, hey man, take them off right now. It made the man walk home barefoot, got his shoes. See, he loving that more than he loved his brother. Go ahead, brother. 34.
And if ye lend to them of whom ye hope to receive, what thanks have ye? For sinners also lend to sinners to receive as much again.
That's what they do. They lend the sinners to get more. You know, a lot of rich folks, one thing about a rich man, if he asks you for some money, believe me, you're going to give it to him. Say, hey man, here you go. A lot of times they test you and see how you react to certain things. Somebody got some money, and they say, hey, Jeff, let me get $20 right here. And Tyler Perry or Bill Gates, I'm going to give him 40. You know why? Because I know what he's doing. I know what he's doing. But people saying, oh, man, he got too much money, man. No, man, he give my money. You missed it. Remember that. When somebody got more than money you got, and they ask you for some money, or ask you for anything, give it to them. They're trying to see something about you. See, if you looking at my materialistic stuff, or you just that selfish, and you clog up the bridge that way. Go ahead. 35.
But love ye your enemies, and do good, and lend, hoping for nothing again. And your reward shall be great, and ye shall be the children of the highest. For he is kind unto the unthankful and to the evil.
See what he said, but love your enemies and do good and lend, hoping for nothing again. I'm working on that one. You got my money, I'm gonna say, hey, where my money at? Where my money? Working on that one. And this is the characteristic that we got to have. We all fall short. We're going to fall short until Christ come back. But one thing Christ wants us to do, want to see in us, is that we working. We working. That's it. Go ahead.
Be ye therefore merciful, as your Father also is merciful.
That's it, man. Be merciful to people. Because you never know when you might need that mercy. You finished with that?
Yes, sir.
Let's go to Mark chapter 4. Remember what I said. These are the characteristics of when you carry the blessing. So you got to know how to react when people do you wrong, when they deliberately misuse you, they talk about you, they call you a devil. You got to make sure that you understand why this is happening. Because you know why? Satan sees your reaction, and he's going to take whatever been sown in your mind through the cares of the world. He's going to come at you with bills, come at you with kids, come at you with your spouse, your mama, your cousin, your brother, just come at you and tear you down. But you got to make sure you're on the even keel and understand what is happening to me. It's just to make me stronger. Let me show you what I'm talking about. When Satan hear that you understand the word, he gonna come at you. I gotta take what's out of his mind or her mind, because they understand. They're gonna build the kingdom up. Mark chapter 4 and verse 14. Go ahead.
The sower soweth the word, and these are they by the wayside.
Now you talking about the sower. If you're a sower of God, you're gonna sow the word. When somebody asks you about a sin, you're going to tell them where to go and what not to do. You're going to tell them what God wants, and you're going to tell them what he dislikes. You're going to tell them all that stuff because you understand that God is writing everything down that we are doing. It's accounted for you in salvation. It's accounted for me in salvation. He said, the sower soweth the word. Go ahead.
And these are they by the wayside, where the word is sown. But when they have heard, Satan cometh immediately.
Who?
Satan.
Satan come immediately do what?
And taketh away the word that was sown in their hearts.
He come immediately. When you get some understanding, he coming immediately. He can be right in this, right now. Satan is right here. In this church, I don't really believe this, but he's right here, camped out, just as well as Jesus right here. He said, where there are 2 or 3 gathered together in the midst, who there? Jesus there. But you just can't see him there under the chains of darkness. Y'all better get the book, man. Go ahead.
16. And these are they likewise which are sown on stony ground, who when they have heard the word, immediately receive it with gladness.
The ground is talking about your mind. How do you receive it? When you're talking about ground, you're talking about you and how do you receive this word. It's sown on stony ground, and they receive it with gladness. They happy because they understand what's going to happen. Go ahead.
and have no root in themselves, and so endure but for a time. Afterward, when affliction or persecution arises for the word's sake, immediately they are offended.
This is how you know that you ain't been working on your blessing. When persecution, affliction, and you get